Okay, dear students, after doing the subject and the predicate, now let us find out what you mean by subject and the object. As I told you before that in a predicate, there are three parts: verb, object and the remaining part, right? Now here we will see a predicate further consists different parts. For example, I told you that we, who is the doer in the sentence, is the subject, right? In this sentence, we met a friend in the theater. Who is the doer? We is the doer. So it is clear that it is the subject, right? It does not have a phrase over here. It does not have a phrase. Why? Because met is a verb. So from met, the predicate starts, because verb always come in a predicate. Fine. So we is a subject over here. Met a friend in the theater is all predicate. Okay. Now we have to bifurcate this predicate into different parts. As I told you, there will be a verb, an object and the remaining part of a sentence. Fine. The predicate consists of the verb, the object and the remaining part of the sentence. So here if we'll cut down the sentence, we will see that we is the subject, met is the verb and a friend for whom the work is being done. The doer did the work for whom? A friend. He met a friend. So object, a friend over here in the theater. Where did he meet him? In a theater. So this is the rest of the sentence. So in a sentence, in the predicate, in the sentence we have two parts, subject and the predicate, and in the predicate we have three parts, a verb, an object and the rest of the sentence. So subject will be the one who is doing the work, and verb is the doing word that you will easily come to know, and the object is the one for whom the doer is doing the work. Fine. For which the work is being done in the sentence, and rest of the sentence is the remaining part of a sentence. Okay. Now let's see over here in these sentences. Identify and underline the different parts of the given sentences of subject and write S for subject, V for verb and O for object and R for the remaining part. Okay. So let's see the first sentence. The cobbler made me a pair of sandals. So a cobbler over here, which one is the subject over here? The cobbler. The cobbler is the one for which it is the doer of the sentence, right? The cobbler. Then made me a pair of sandals. Now you can easily judge out that which one is the doing word in the sentence. What is he doing? He made. Made is a verb because it is a doing word. What did he do? He made. He made me a pair of sandals. For whom did he make the pair of sandals? For me. So what is the object in this sentence? Me is the object in this sentence, and a pair of sandals is the rest of the remaining sentence. Okay. So what you will do? You will underline this the cobbler. It is the subject. Then you will underline made. It is a verb. You will write V over here. Me, underline me, write down O over here. A pair of sandals, underline it and write down R for the remaining sentence. In the same way, you have to do all these 5 sentences remaining over here. Fine. So these two exercises you have to do today.